You know what time it is.
What's up, beer people?
If you heard it on the hashtag Beer Time, it's true.
It must be true.
It's true. It is fact. Please, won't you name one of your beers Cart Horse?
And just do something terrible. Just shit beer.
Stick your finger in there every now and again.
Stir it with the sock.
Every show, it feels like my first show.
Every show is a new adventure.
Having some good conversation here, Mr. Troy.
Did I make sense there? I think I did.
I love them all.
Are we all fair?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? This is episode 49 of hashtag Beer Time. Can you believe it? This is a baby bite-sized episode where I thought, heck, man, I need to chat to Mr. Murray. I haven't seen him in a while. You guys haven't heard from him in a while. Let's see what he's up to. And we went to the newest spot in Cape Town called Gardens Collectors Club. And we went there because you can get the latest Devil's Peak beers on tap. And we have the newest beers from their Beer Love Tour. And we talk about what it's like to brew beer with Devil's Peak, because Murray's beer is about to come up, his collab beer that he did with him. So we chat about that. We also try their latest Russian Imperial Stout, which is unbelievable, by the way. And we have a great time. We have a good catch up. We talk about different things that are happening in the industry. But one thing I do just want to point out is that this was recorded at 5 p.m. on a busy day. Lots of traffic, lots of noise, lots of people. I did my best to reduce the ambient noise, but in a kind of cool way. It makes it kind of authentic. So let me know what you think, if it's too much of a downer or if it's actually quite awesome or lekker, as we say in South Africa. Guys, I'll let you get on with the show. Let me know what you think. Cheers, man. Yo, it's vibrating like...
Funny as you started with that card.
Oh. Guys, we are doing a special recording of hashtag Beer Time. We're going to see how well it goes, because we're in the middle of Cape Town CBD. And it's actually bustling. It's so noisy, but we're sitting at the newest Devil's Peak establishment in the city centre. They've obviously got their tap room, which they're famous for. They've got their brewery. They've got the Oda, and I think this is their latest member of the family, and it's in the fine suburb of Gardens. And I'm sitting here with a long-time listener and beer expert.
Big fan of the show.
Mr. Murray Middleton, a.k.a. Murray number 1 or 2. It bounces between the ratings. But yeah, Mazzy, we're just going to have a few betters. How about that?
Yes, can't think of anything better. What's it, Tuesday?
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah, I wasn't going to drink this week.
Look how well you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this place is called the Gardens Collectors Club. Good wine and beverages, club menu, casual fare. So it's we're going for quite a garden bowls kind of, English crickets kind of feel.
It's also got, I have eaten here. I did have a delicious bone marrow burger.
Okay.
Not vegan.
It's
not a vegan burger. And it was delicious.
So there's no chance of you going off to a vegan lifestyle?
No.
Not just yet?
No.
Okay, well, let's get straight into the show. Let's talk about the new beers. There's obviously the Beer Love Tour, and we're going to try 2 beers that are on tap now, and then maybe a third little sneaky beer. But can you tell me a little bit more about the Beer Love Tour?
Yeah, well...
who do you have to make love to?
T-Bone, you mostly make love to JC. In the comfort of your own brewery. Well, in my case...
Sure.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
So, what I know about the Beer Love Tour is there's just a nice little group of breweries that Devil's Peak have decided to do a partnership with. And, if I'm going to try rattle them off the top of my head, I may forget someone, so I do apologize for that. It is Ukamba, Stelly's Brewery, myself at Metal Lane, Oy, and now I'm under pressure.
I
so
think,
I'm
but those are the
forgetting.
only three that I know.
There's one. There's another recent one from. I must confirm where it's from, but
Is it not Franschhoek or...
yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. So it's Franschhoek Brewing Company.
Is it Franschhoek?
Yeah, they in, and then
Yeah,
there's
those-
another one from just outside Cape Town in like the.
I'll
it's
be
like-
honest, that was a
that's
thumb suck. I didn't know. I don't
no,
know.
Franschhoek are in. And also, I think Franschhoek are in. I could be wrong, but I know also Soul Barrel's in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Old Nick.
Yeah, so I mean, it's great. So I had Russell and JC come around to the brewery. This is what I can only tell you what I know about it.
Yeah.
Got this like a little email going around between everyone, and they came around and they said they really want to make a collab beer, and it would be great to sort of, as I think any collab should be, is incorporating aspects of what you do well at your brewery, what you are known for, and what they are known for. So in my case, I only produce the Pale Ale commercially, so really wanted to be a nice hoppy forward beer, and we've made it, and it's almost ready to go on tap. But I've had both of the ones on tap here, and they are both.
Sorry, what is yours? Just clear that up. What
Mine
style?
is Imperial New England IPA.
Oh, goodness me. Okay.
Yeah, it's double dry hopped. It felt illegal throwing that amount of hops into.
What
a
is
beer.
the alcohol that you're expecting from that?
It's about just over 7.5. It's. I mean, if I remember correctly, I haven't got onto it for a while. I've basically just been draining hops from it for about 2 weeks. But it's between the high 7s and low 8s. But it's a super nice, like super smooth, easy drinking, hoppy as hell. Like in the there's no bitterness on it. It's just really juicy New England IPA.
So that's going to come on tap soon. You said next
Yeah.
week sometime.
Yeah, I mean, it depends whether there's still hops in the beer. or
Well, let's tuck into this beer. This is the
Yeah.
Africa Rising by Ukamba and Devil's Peak.
not. Yeah.
Obviously, listeners of the show would have remembered a previous episode with Devil's Peak Ukamba, their Black Honey Volume 1. So this is obviously another collaboration they did. And it's a sour sorghum saison. Which
Very interesting.
It's more interesting to me on the name just because you've got that saison and that sorghum, which I've been wanting for a while now.
But that's also what,
In terms of a South African style beer.
yeah. So the sorghum, I think, is like I think that's like the traditional side where Letu's coming in and combining that with the sourness that Devil's Peak can bring in, and they've got the expertise in. And then the saison style, I don't think there's not a huge amount of saisons being made really well in South Africa. So this is
Just so many
quite a
people
good
delivered.
opportunity. Yeah. It is hustling.
It is
actually.
hustling out here, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's on the nose. I mean, it's got a very interesting nose, really nice with that nice,
got a
refreshing,
It's got a juicy like a squeezed wine gum.
yeah.
It's almost
those-
got like a lemony wine gum. Those chewy sweets that you get. The taste, I think, it's a cross between like a lolly and a wine gum sweeties.
but that it's got a little bit of
It's
sweetness
got a
to
bit
it.
of chewiness to it. It
Yeah.
always feels like if you reduce this down, you would get like one of those chewy gummy sweets.
Yeah, and then also the sourness on it isn't. It's not overly like jaw clenching.
Yeah. You're not
which-
doing an inversion in your mouth.
Yeah, and I think sometimes people really expect that when they're going to have how's that guy's hooter? It's terrible.
That's probably not even a hooter.
And so the sourness, I think a lot of people expect the sourness, and this has got a really nice, gentle but present sourness, which is quite nice. I think you get a lot of that mouthfeel from that sorghum sort of finish, and the saison is definitely there as well. So in terms of the name, you're getting everything that the name tells you. You're getting it in the beer.
I would actually I'm very interested to see what the process is, because I know that sorghum on its own is going to be incredibly sour. Well, it does go sour, so I wonder what percentages of the grain ball. But anyway, having tasted it, I'm happy. I think it's delicious.
Yeah, it is a very nice. It isn't what I was expecting, and I think I can say that just because I had no idea what to expect. I think the thing that I was probably getting used to compared to was the fierce tangerine tart, just because of the sourness and the tartness. But this isn't as tart, which I think
This
is
is
quite
more.
nice
This
and
is more
acceptable.
bodied and fuller
Yeah.
and richer. It feels like you are drinking close to like a syrup.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm loving it. I think we should go on to our next beer, but
What is the percentage on this?
let's go have a little look there. We'll push stop here now. Okay, let's try this part 2 where we've got our second beer after a little intermission. I wonder what it'll sound like when we're here. But anyway, let's just see how things go. Welcome back. We are now going to drink the Gummy Berry Juice New England IPA, and this is the collaboration with Stellies Brewing Co.
So I think, I mean, I think
Ooh, wow.
I think it was initially called Gummy Berry Juice, and I think they've changed the name.
Okay.
I think I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, now it's called Masters of Hops.
Yes, Masters of Hops.
Okay.
And
I think Gummy Berry is trademarked or being used
yeah,
by so many
I don't know.
homebrewers all over the world.
but it smells damn hoppy, which is lovely. It's
smells-
what I want in a
smells
New
like a
England
hop
IPA.
facility.
Yeah.
It smells like when we went on hop tour.
But it also does have a juicy, like a really nice, slightly sweet juiciness to it as well.
I wonder what I'm picking up some South African hops. I wonder if I would be correct in assuming that. It helps when you got the brewer. Maybe we'll phone the brewer afterwards. But yeah, it's
But they're
incredibly
really-
very juicy, eh?
Very full bodied mouthfeel, no bitterness, which is really nice in the style, obviously.
It's almost buggerel bitterness, but because
Yeah.
it's so, I think there is bitterness there, but because it's so sweet, that sweetness just coats your tongue and just takes away all that bitterness that you're supposed to pick up at the end. I think with this beer and the previous beer, they could have been a little bit more carbonated. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think I think more so with the sour sorghum. Saison Saison's normally one of the highest carbonated beers.
It needs to be prickly.
It needs to be super refreshing and yeah, that's a little bit of a. Maybe it wasn't because it is sour, and maybe it would have brought that sourness a little bit too much into the mouthfeel. But this, I think, it is a full-bodied mouthfeel, so a little bit of carbonation would lighten that body up a little bit as well. But it's a delicious, and maybe any higher carbonation would maybe bring out a little bit of a tanniny vibe. So, but it's got a very full-bodied feel to it too. It's delicious though.
It is delicious. I'm just okay. So this was obviously brewery number 2. You're brewery number 3, and then you got another 2 after that. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with these. Obviously limited batch. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, we only brewed 700 liters of it. And
That's the most that your brewery can handle.
Yeah, I think if I could have done more, I'm pretty sure Bruce did at Stellies probably did a bit more. I know his batch sizes are bigger, so I'm sure his batch is they've got a more on to release. My brain isn't working, but yeah, I think
join
you
the club.
basically bring what your brewery can manufacture.
Well, I've got nothing pretty much to say about this beer, but it's delicious, and I'm going to continue to drink it.
It is very juicy.
It is juicy.
The more I drink it, the more like the juicier it gets.
It's almost like that.
And it's nice.
All that hops and bitterness goes away.
Yeah, and it's nice to be able to drink something like this after I've brewed and what I would imagine to be a similar beer with JC. I can pick up specific characteristics and traits from what I did in my brew with JC to what I'm sure Bruce did at Stellies with JC. And that would be hop additions and lactose and oats and all of that sort of stuff that added and how that translates into the final product. It's nice to see.
It would be nice. I know it's not possible, but it would be nice if Devil's Peak could offer this kind of, I say service, but offer this kind of brewing experience to all the brewers in South Africa.
Yeah,
because
it is a great.
I'm sure you've learned something.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was
Bruce from Stellies and Letsu from Okamba, they've all learned something.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of it, it was a brilliant brew day. Definitely learned a lot, and it's fantastic for the industry, for people to just, I'm whether I'm learning what my system can be pushed to, and better ways to be able to do it. And I mean, we did a split mash, which I hadn't done in my setup before, and it was just because JC said that there's a shitload of oats, and the oats would be able to be managed better if it was done in two separate mashes, and that would then be able to push up the volume of the beer and the mouthfeel and a whole bunch of different things. And that in itself was something that I hadn't, I mean, in hindsight, I should have thought of it, but I hadn't thought of it, just because my brew days are longer. And then JC said, well, this is how you can improve the efficiency of your heating up. And so there were a whole bunch of things that I definitely learned on, even on an equipment side of things that I didn't necessarily know before, but even on a technical side of things with the brewing expertise, is definitely stuff to learn there. And I think there always is. And I think as soon as you don't think there is, that's when you are you're in a worse off position, if you think that you've learned everything.
Yeah, no, we chatted about it earlier on a previous show, where this, as a brewer, no matter where you are in the world, you always need to be consistently improving, or constantly, should I say, improving your beer, your labels, your expertise, your skills, your staff. It's the easy part is making the beer.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've got time for a third little guest appearance.
Yeah.
So let's go ask this.
An ABF.
Yes. Let's push pause here and come back to everyone. Okay, we're back with our third beer. A little value add, a little sneaky third. We're only going to do two, but let's do.
Hey, what? Guys, I'm gonna say we what we've been doing is we've been pouring beers from small pint glass into smaller glasses, and when T-Bone poured this last one, it was syrupy. It was thick,
gooey, syrupy, like molasses. So this is the change. This is the change of weather, which is a Russian Imperial Stout by Devil's Peak. No collaboration.
No.
And I'm excited to see what they've come up with. I'm gonna go for a sniff.
On the schnorkel, it's roasty and toasty.
Very
Sweet,
chocolatey, hey?
chocolatey,
Vanilla, caramel.
and it's got a nice tanned head, black in color.
It's almost, it's got like that chocolate ice cream kind of note to it.
Yes, like that sauce, that sauce that you pour on your ice cream and it goes hard.
Oh, I'll tell you what else is hard now.
Sounds like you, T-Bone.
Yeah, after a few bites. Oh my god, this is delicious. This is exactly.
I told you this was my call. I'm glad I made it.
This is like a chocolate ice cream beer.
It's
you can call this a chocolate ice cream Imperial Stout.
But it's got that real nice, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of lactose in this as well. It's got that real smooth, creamy milkiness to it.
Well, from what you said earlier, I mean, it sounds like the guys at Devil's Peak and JC, they love their lactose, they love their oats.
Adds a lot of character and vibe to a beer, smoothness and body, and
it's good. It's a good balance. It's not overpoweringly sweet. It's a great sweetness.
Do you know? Okay, so it's a very different beer, but if you sip it and the way it feels and how it tastes and everything, it's got a very similar vibe to Castle Milk Stout. Obviously, the flavor is different, but the feeling I get from it and the finish is very similar.
The mouthfeel, the carbonation, the body, yes. The taste, it's very different. It's. I almost feel like the
taxi's back.
The taxi's back. I almost feel like the Castle Milk Stout and the Castle Chocolate Milk Stout. It's almost synthetic. It's not real chocolates. This tastes like, well,
this is a very, very, very
version to the original.
Very special beer. You can smash this. You can basically stand in the rain,
naked,
and this will just make you feel whole. It'll
make you
safe.
feel clothed.
Yeah, it won't.
Without a care in the world.
very vulnerable, naked in the rain, but this will make you feel safe. It's a good.
So what do you reckon this is, percentage-wise? We can
No.
ask, but we probably won't get.
I think maybe.
I'd say this is pushing 10, but not so
I
above.
also-
It can't be above 10.
I
Because
also
the
think it
Okamba,
is.
that black honey was 11.5, and that had a lot of alcohol. Maybe this is 9%.
You also get a lot of that. Normally, that body and
What
that.
percentage is this? The change of weather. Russian Imperial Stout. Should be like 8 or 9%.
I heard that last time, and I was.
6.9.
I think the
Thank
I
you.
think you get a lot of the body.
No, it's good. Okay, so
there we have it, ladies and
Okay, so
gentlemen.
6.9. I would have said
We
it's
think
a bit
it's a 6.9.
more. I would have called it an 8. 8 or 9.
But also, like, now that you think of it, you get a lot of body. Doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be translated. A lot of the body can come from an unfermentable sugar like the lactose, and that's where you get that perceived bigger, stronger beer. Just my word, it's delicious.
It's delicious.
Yeah, see, I would love to know the grain bill on this baby. Yeah,
We'll probably push stop and then order another round or two.
Yeah. And right, that's the last beer for today.
I know that you've got a dinner arrangement. I've also got a dinner arrangement. We're just going to rock up home,
Yeah.
steaming.
But this beer you could really reduce, pour over some bloody ice cream or something. You could add like a shot of whiskey or something to this, and it would be something that it would be able to handle. You know, it's got so much complexity to it that the whiskey wouldn't be offensive. Maybe it would be. I don't know. Sounding quite hectic here, but it's that sort of complexity where it's like hiding a little bit more alcohol in a really big flavored beer.
Sure, I'm definitely enjoying this. I'm pretty stoked that they're making these kind of beers. I said about the show earlier, a previous show, like I want more dark beers, Russian Imperial Stouts, anything thick and gooey. I'm still waiting for Devil's Peak to make that 18%.
They're going. I heard stories from when they were at the Mikkeller Festival in Denmark, in Copenhagen, and they took their 8%. I think it was their chocolate. What was it? The
Explorer Series.
Yeah, it was one of the Explorer Series beers. It was about an 8.5%, but it was a big beer. And they took it, and
It was the smallest of all.
They said everyone else there had 12%ers, 12.5%ers. They said it was just a big ass beer. And they just decided from then that there's no more stuffing around with an 8%. I mean, the last time I had Russian Imperial Stouts was the Woodstock Winter Beer Fest.
You almost need people to get used to the 18% so they can get used to just start drinking more than 8 to 19%.
Yeah, I mean, we've still got the mentality here. You're drinking an 8% beer. It's like, geez, that's huge. And it's not. But also, there's a time and a place.
There is a time and a place. Let's start wrapping up the show. That's all going to be edited. So I want. Thank you for the quick chat. I was thinking about calling this like a special podcast episode, Beers with Murray. It's an old catch up.
Yes, it's nice. It's been too bloody long.
It's like maybe I should make it Uncle Murray because it's like I hardly see you. Beers with Uncle Murray, you know.
Oh,
you get to try the old beers of yesteryear. Anyway. Thank you very much.
T-Bone, thank you so much for having me. It's very always good to have a beer. And
cheers.
Until next time.
Until next time, guys, thank you very much for listening. We'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao. Thanks for listening, guys and girls. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Just search for #BeerTime. That's #BeerTime written out in full. Hope you enjoyed the show, and check you next time. Cheers.